That's Looney Lorelai. She's such a freak. She thinks she's a fish or something.
I know, she's always talking to things that aren't there.
And she never understands anything.
Hey, Lorelai. Walking kind of slow today?
I'm not here! I'm not here. I'm not here.
Lorelai? Lorelai, is that you? Come on, let's call your mom.
What's she done now?
Actually, I called to talk about your daughter's peers and about her behavior.
I can't help you with that one. She's mental. We've done everything we could to make her straight and nothing works. Hey, Schizo, let's go. You ungrateful little brat. Do you know how much work your father puts in throughout the day to provide for you? Do you know, Lorelai? Why can't you be like all those other kids? We already had your brother. We don't need another one like you.
According to legends, there was once a beautiful girl named Lorelai who threw herself into a river because the man that she loved didn't love her back. So she turned into a siren and spent the rest of her time singing to sailors from a spot atop a rock in the middle of the ocean. The sailors would drown into the water because they tried to jump into the water and swim towards the mournful melodies. Can you imagine how sad she must have been, so hurt and so lonely? I want to find her one day. And maybe the rest of the sirens too, so that they know that they're not alone. That's why I need to learn to swim, so I can find them. Some people think that it's silly, but I just haven't gotten a chance to explain it. Everyone needs love, right? If people would just listen to the logic, they understand.
Your mom told me what happened at school. That kind of behavior is unacceptable. We had a deal, remember? You didn't shape up and cut the crap, we didn't gotta keep you here. I hear the streets are a sweet place to crash at night. Not one word.
Dinner time!
You're lucky you got out of this one. That's my calling.
My brother Phoenix, you knew what it was like. Except he wasn't like me. He wanted to fly. And he was so brave too. They all thought he was loopy for it, but I didn't. I believed in him every bit. And he did it. He flew. Right off the building he went, up, 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 till he joined all the other red birds in the sky. And I thought it was beautiful, but no one else did. I can find my mermaids. He found his birds. If he can fly with his birds, then I should be able to swim with my mermaids. Even with those funny blue colored pills that they make me take. I'd bring you to the bridge to look, but you might be scared. Stay here and watch after things instead.
PTSD, minor schizophrenia, depression, neglect. Darling girl, what have they done to you?
I can see them.
Hi, my name's Rulaha, and I'm here with Officer Jackson. Kevin, Crystal, and Naomi, and I have a couple questions for them today. Do any of you think that this program will better yourself as a person and in your everyday interactions?
Yeah, because bullying is a very a hard thing for people to encounter, and I feel that by exposing myself into this reality, I feel that I will become a better person and help others in the journey through like bullying.
Yeah, like this program helps because you get to hear other people's stories about bullying, if they were bullied or if even they were the bully, or even if they seen their friends being bullied, and it could really change like your perspectives on life and everything.
And have any of you ever been bullied before, Officer Jackson?
Well, yes, because back when I was younger, they used to make fun of me because I couldn't read well. So every time I started reading, because the teachers used to make you read in front of the class, they used to make fun of me. So it bothered me. But I didn't have internet like you guys did, so I got over it. Yeah.
Naomi or Crystal, have you ever been bullied?
I have. When I was little, my neighbor, my mom's friend had a son, and they used to pick me up after school, and I'd always used to cry because her son always used to pinch me and pick on me and just completely bully me. But then fortunately it stopped. So
Kevin? At all? No?
No, I have never been bullied before.
Neither have I.
Well, thank goodness. Do you think that this program should continue on next year?
I think so. I think it would be good for other people to see how this program could affect them in a good way. In a very good way.
Crystal?
I feel that it would spread the word about bullying and make others aware about others around them.
yeah, like it will just open everyone's eyes to let them know that bullying is a serious cause, because most of the time it goes way too far, and then kids just end up, they can't deal with it no more, and then bad things could happen to them.
I know you were playing the role of Lorelai, a girl who was bullied.
Right.
How did it feel?
It didn't feel very good, to be honest. Yeah, no, it's very sad, but because I'm like not that much of a sad person, or I like to consider myself. So it was very hard for me to get into that character of somebody who's schizophrenic, depressed, suffering from PTSD and anxiety, and just wanting to cry all the time and ball up, but you can't because of social norms, I guess, and because of people just pushing you in so many different directions that you can't even be your true self.
And have you ever been bullied before?
I have been bullied before, not to the same extent as Lorelai, obviously. But it was just like little teasing things like middle school. Kids are mean.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
And finally, I know at the very end of your skit, Lorelai commits suicide.
She does.
Yes. Is there any way to prevent this, or to help those who aren't feeling as well as others?
Yeah, of course. There's always like suicide hotlines along with other websites against and preventing suicide. If you know anyone, please like try to help them, to talk to a counselor, a psychologist, their parents. And the thing about bullying also, especially with my skit in particular, is that bullying doesn't just happen outside of school, in school, but it could also happen at home. And I think that that's really important too. And to notice when you see somebody that's really keeping to themselves and stuff, to try and reach a hand and help